It definitely tastes like rum popo.
Would you know?
I would not. It tastes like it tastes. It's not completely very sweet, but it's also still sweet. Like you could taste.
You could
You
taste the
could taste the
sweetness.
sweetness, but I would not know that it's Splenda. That's the part right there.
Yes.
You would not know that it's Splenda. We went in search of options this holiday season for persons bound by dietary restrictions. And we're making white cake.
This is white cake.
Okay. Stephanie Crawford is a chef at the U.S. Embassy and has challenged herself in the field over the years by offering unique spins on certain meals by substituting ingredients.
These people need to have a life just like everybody else, and they would always feel out of place because they don't have certain things. So I made it an effort to educate myself, to do my research so that I would be able to perform these recipes at these resorts. If your sugar is really, really bad, like we really have the ones that spike with anything, you would not use the white flour. Best you use whole wheat flour.
Okay. And
But
this is
that's the Splenda.
Oh, Splenda. Her latest cookbook, Keith Friendly, was named after Chargé d'Affaires Keith Gilgs. The catchphrase used in the kitchen was brought about as a signal of freedom of consumption due to his dietary restriction.
He was diabetic, and I created more recipes with him. At the resorts, I could have 5 or 10, and I could rotate it because these people come and go. With him, I was there every day, and I can't give him the same dessert every day. So I became more into it, and he was accepting, and he motivated me as well because he was willing to be what you call my guinea pig to try my new recipes. And I made it known it was my first time when it was my first time, and we did it together. Some of them were 3-4 times until I got it right. That's how I made this book, and the book is called Keith Friendly because that was the slogan we used in the house when we had guests over.
Dietary plans made for others are also something that Crawford later incorporated because of her own medical condition. In a little over a year, the results speak for themselves.
I reached 334 pounds, which was scary for me. I got frightened. I even cried because I've never had that even when I was pregnant. So I was really, really scared, and the doctor told me it's nothing you do, it's the medication and the sickness, but you need to go on low carb. And I said, you know what, I have to follow my own diet that I'm doing for others, I'll do it for myself. And from last year, July, to now, I've lost 104 pounds. This is the mixed fruit.
Crawford encourages even non-diabetics to consider their sugar intake and include healthier portions and greens in their meals. Even if you are not diabetic, your choices where food consumption is concerned can save you later in life.
Now we are moving on to the rum popo, the diabetic version. If you're diabetic, if you're not diabetic, if you want to lose weight, it will still work. If you have a family member who is diabetic, like your, one of your parents, that means it's in your genes. Like what we say, it's in your genes. There's a possibility after a certain age it can come. So it's best we start the diet before. When it comes to the sweets, it's best you go off from the sugar. And because you know sugar related to cancer, it spikes a lot of different disease besides diabetes. So it's a healthy way, and it's a way of looking at a better life, a healthier life for yourself, for your family, because when one person is sick, it affects the entire family. So that's my advice to everybody. I did it, and I will not come on here and say it was easy. But I'm still doing it. It's a life change.
And for sweet lovers who believe that taking on the diet change would be restricting of the sweets they've come to love and enjoy, Chef Crawford has proven us wrong. Her take on the Belizean black fruit cake and white cake left us with our own share to take home. Look at that, all the fruits in there. This is good. Oh my gosh. Looking on the bright side, I'm Sabreena Daly.